What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be stocking my backyard pool pond with a bunch of crazy, colorful koi fish, so make sure to stay tuned. All the koi have arrived. Now for the time you've all been waiting for. Let's get in here and release the koi. Yo, these things look insane. They're so colorful. Yo, what? This one's so cute. Oh my god, look at this thing. Guys, look at all the snails in the pond. That's freaking absurd. There's thousands of them. Each one of those tiny little dots is a baby snail, and it just wraps around the entire pond. Anyways though, this pond is doing absolutely amazing. All the plants are growing in nicely and spreading around. You can kind of see down there. All the fish are also doing amazing. The catfish are all growing nicely. They're all kind of hiding right now so you can't see them. But here is the bigger phantom right there. He's growing huge. The tarpon are growing huge. And I'm pretty sure that the algae problem that we had in this pond is fully dealt with, because as you guys can see, the water is pretty freaking clear. So thankfully, we'll never see that nasty green algae water ever again. But if we take a gander over to this pond, you guys can see that it is due for a little bit of a cleaning. There's a bunch of gunk and stuff floating around or just settled on the bottom. And I want to clean that out before we get the koi tomorrow. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now. I'm going to jump in here, probably do like a 50% water change, and then get all that nasty gunk out. But as for the fish in this pond, they're both doing amazing. There's Sharkira, the paddlefish, just swimming along. And then we got the sturgeon, of course, chilling at the bottom. They're both doing good, growing nicely. The paddlefish is actually getting a lot fatter. But I also moved both of the goldfish from the front pond into here because I have a little something special planned for that pond. So they're just going to be living in here with both of the giant paddlefish and sturgeon and the future koi. But anyways, fellas, I'm going to hop in the pond and start cleaning. The first thing I'm going to do is plug this pump in. This is what we're actually going to use to siphon all the gunk off the bottom. So this just goes right here. There we go. Just like that. And the water's pumping. And then to actually drain the water faster, we come down here and flip this valve. Now we're draining. Ooh. Kinda cold. Freaking sturgeon keeps stirring everything up, making it harder to suck out. Whoa, it was super slippery. Alright guys, so me and the fish kind of stirred up the water a little bit, but the filter should help with that, and so will the water change. So I'm gonna run a little time lapse on the water draining, and I'll see you guys when we start filling this thing back up. That seems like a good amount of water emptied, so let's fill this thing back up. Let's go turn it on real quick. Alright. Ah. Let's see. Alright, we're filling. Alright guys, so the pond is filled all the way up. It is a little bit cloudy. I'll show you guys in a second. It is a little cloudy, as you can see in here. The filter should pick all that up. But it is ready for all the koi that we are going to be receiving tomorrow. I'll see you guys when the koi arrive and we add them into the pond. They arrive Wednesday, today's Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. It is the next day and all the koi have arrived. I got them all from nextdaykoi.com, and it's about time to open these guys up and start float acclimating them in the pond. Alright guys, so I couldn't find a knife anywhere near me, but I got this measuring tape, so I'm going to just use the sharp end of it and crack it open. There we go. Hopefully they're all healthy and good. Let's get this thing opened up. What is this? Little acclimation card right here. Okay, they all look good. Dang, these guys are tiny. They're way smaller than I thought. But they look crazy. Take a look right here. There's a small glimpse of all the koi. I ended up getting 6 of them in total, all different types, and they all look amazing. Let's get these guys in the pond. Here we go. They all look healthy and active, so I'm gonna float them for about 20 to 25 minutes. Make sure the temperature is about the same. The koi came with this acclimation card that says if the fish are inactive or not floating upright, to just open up the bag and put the fish straight in. But it doesn't seem like any of our fish are inactive or floating upside down. So it says that we should float the bag for around 30 to 60 minutes. So that is exactly what we are doing. It's been about 25, maybe 30 minutes, so let's get in here and release the koi. Look at these guys. These things are insanely colorful. I got a bunch of different types. I'm not even exactly sure what they're called. I just picked whatever looks cool to me. But if you know exactly what these are, make sure to comment down below and let me know. Now for the time you've all been waiting for. Let's get these koi inside of the pond. Let's open up this bag real quick. Let's see how these koi look outside of the bag. Dang, this is a pretty massive bag. Yo, these things look insane. They're so colorful. Yo, what? I've always had koi growing up, but nothing this colorful. And yo, this one literally looks like a dragon. Oh my god. Look at this thing. Alright, we're gonna start off with the smallest one in the group. This one's so cute. Oh my god, look at this thing. Look at this thing. It has a red head and a white and black body. This thing is crazy. This little koi is absolutely insane. Oop. Oh, straight into the pond. He's gonna enjoy it in this massive, I forgot how big it is, 1,500 gallons? He's gonna grow into an absolute monster. Let's get the other guys out though. We'll go for another one of the small ones. Oh, this dude is, they're so cool. I can't even speak correctly. This thing looks crazy. Look at this thing. I'm gonna get some water in my hand. Look at that. That is insanely cool. Let's get him in the pond. Second koi in the pond. Another small one, but he will grow up to be an absolute tank. I'm gonna save my favorite for last, but we'll scoop and grab this guy right over here. They all look crazy cool. They're pretty much all my favorite. They look even cooler in person, but look at this fish. Look at that right there. Crazy. Let's get him in the pond. These last three koi are definitely my favorites out of the bunch. Let's grab this awesome orange and black one right here. This thing is sick. Woo! Look at this guy. Insanely colorful. Let's get him in the pond. Insane. Now for the last two. These guys are definitely the coolest ones out of the bunch. But let me just give you guys a closer look at these things because they look amazing. Look at that. They're two completely different types of koi. This one over here literally looks like a skeleton, kind of like a skeleton dragon thing. I don't know, it just looks cool. And then this over here also looks like a dragon, but it's orange. They're both completely different, but both insanely cool in their different ways. Look at this black and white. Oh, almost dropped him. Oh. Last, final koi. We got this orange and whitish kind of black one. This is the only one that I remember the name of. I'm pretty sure it was Shusui, if I'm saying that right. I have no idea. Shusui, S-H-U-S-U-I. I'm pretty sure. Look at this thing. Insane. It's got like the sparkles on the bottom and on the top. It's orange and red. Let's get her, or him or her, in the pond. Alright guys, we got all the fish inside the pond. So why not go for a little swim and take a look at these little fellas even better. Alright, I'm going in. Ooh, it's cold. Oh yeah, that's cool. Ooh, that hair looks massive. Alright, I should probably get out now, even though it's kind of nice. Dang, that was freaking legitness. While I was swimming in the pond, I noticed that the goldfish were picking on the koi a little bit, so we're moving them back into their original home. There we go. Now you guys can't pick on the koi anymore. That is gonna end today's video. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Let's turn this thing on real quick.
I've been drinking my milk.